the show is Dave Gorman's PowerPoint presentation. For people who don't know how the show is or what it works, I mean, it sounds like quite a tough starting point for a comedy show, quite a dry subject.
Well, it is, but then at the same time, a title that when it's Dave Gorman's Happy Fun Hour would sound like it was shit. You know what I mean? Like it's like we can appreciate the audiences are a bit smarter than we assume they are at times, and it's that thing of, you know, like local press photographers always sort of want photos of people going, and if it's comedy, it must be. And actually, most people, I think, find that a bit awful.
Yes.
And so, yeah, it's a title. And it's a title that describes what it is, because it is a PowerPoint presentation, but it isn't about PowerPoint, and it isn't a parody of PowerPoint. It's not, I've never been in an office environment and had to watch one of those PowerPoint presentations, so I couldn't begin to parody one. I genuinely don't know what they look like. I don't work in that environment. All I know is that when I started doing shows years ago where I was telling stories and I needed to put the evidence in front of people, PowerPoint became a really useful way of me doing it, because I could put all that evidence on screen immediately for them. And I've continued to use it for comedy because it allows me to put what I'm talking about in front of people and get into the detail of it, detail that you might not have collectively in your imagination already, but we can all in the room be suddenly in the same place at the same time and be thinking about the same thing. And having that kind of shared belief in something is kind of essential for comedy. Some of the areas it gets into, and I think Digital Spy is a good place for this, is that kind of modern manners. Like, I think it's still a young world, that technology and how people behave offline, online, the difference between the two and things. I think a lot of that is ripe for laughter, because we all experience it, we all live. A lot of people have said it's like some of my other shows, except the travelling isn't physical, but you're still going on a journey and you're still meeting people. And I don't know, there's a weird thing, occasionally people have said, oh, it's very modern, isn't it? He's using Twitter. Oh, how modern. But actually, I think most people who use Twitter don't think, oh, look at me, you're just having a conversation with someone. So, for example, in the show at one point, there's a conversation I had with Jim Davidson via Twitter, and that's relayed. It's exactly the same as if I was telling you in a regular stand-up setting with my elbow on my, anyway, I said this and Jim said that and I said this. And it's a conversation. That's all it is. It just happens to be in Twitter. And because it was on Twitter, I've actually got the proof that the conversation happened to show you.
It's still probably best known. People probably come up to you and go, you're Dave Gorman from My Name is Dave Gorman. Do you still get people coming up to you saying, my name's Dave Gorman? I
do, and at least once a week. And I weirdly get people telling me about me. So, like, I did a small part in 24-Hour Party People, and it was on TV recently. And I got loads of emails from people going, there's a man called Dave Gorman in 24-Hour Party People. I saw his name on the credits. I think, what are the chances of that not being me? Not that I'm a big actor or anything, but surely in a British film, if you saw the name Dave Gorman going by as a member of the cast, it's more likely to be me than an actor who just has the same name as me. Surely. But so I get weird reports of things I've done from people all the time. But yeah, no, it's still. I get people talking to me like it happened 6 months ago, and it's over 10 years ago, and I have the distance on it that you would expect of something that happened 10 years ago in your own life. But I guess there's always someone who read the book 3 months ago, and for them it feels very current. So I get people being very surprised when I don't know what they're referring to. Like, they'll send me a weird tweet which turns out to be an arcane reference to something that's in chapter 7 of the book, and I don't know what their tweet is about. And I'll go, what are you on about? I can't believe you don't know what. It's 10 years ago, mate. I don't spend every waking moment thinking about it. I'm very proud of it. I'm not disparaging it at all, and I'm very glad people still sort of relate to it, but it can't be the dominant force in my life. Can't be.